So I'm going to make 5 points in 5 minutes. First, the most important thing to keep in mind is that in higher education, as elsewhere, the public sector is being starved of resources. In Massachusetts, for example, in 2001, the state appropriated $8,700 for every student in higher education. In 2009, it appropriated $6,500, and now it's talking about cutting it even more. If the state increased its appropriation by 1/3, we would still be behind where we were in 2001. Second, if there's less and less money coming from the state, and you want to maintain the quality of your institutions of public higher education, that ends up meaning that students and parents are paying more. So effectively, the university is being privatized. It is no longer a fully public institution. Now, I had a nifty PowerPoint to show, but glitch here. Up through the middle of the 1980s, you could work your way through school. If you worked 10 hours a week at a minimum wage job, that would cover the cost of your tuition and fees. Since then, the minimum wage has stayed in real terms just where it was. It has not gone up at all. But tuition and fees have skyrocketed, so that if the cost of the university had gone up at the same rate as everything else since 1970, it would now cost you $2,400 for 1 year of tuition and fees at UMASS-Amherst. Instead, it costs you $11,732, and that leads to my third point. As a result, students not only are working more, they're taking on lots more debt. On average, students who graduate have $23,000 of debt, and that was the figure for a few years ago. The figures are higher now than they were then. So if costs are going up so much, why is that? The first thing that jumps to everybody's mind is, well, it must be the salaries that people are earning. Those faculty have high salaries. Turns out that faculty salaries today are almost exactly what they were in 1971. The salaries for full professors have gone up 2%, salaries for associate professors have gone down 2%, and salaries for assistant professors have gone down 1%. So those are the salaries for people that are working full-time jobs. But increasingly, the faculty on full-time tenure system jobs are being replaced by part-time, contingent, and graduate student instructors who are receiving much less money, have many fewer benefits, and who have much less job security in all kinds of ways. So at the same time that your tuition and fees are going up, the faculty and the staff are being Walmarted through a strategy to try to save more money to go for administrative salaries and so on. Fifth and finally, the politicians all say that they love us. They all say how important public higher education is and how committed they are to it. And I have a whole raft of quotations I could read you about that, but you know that they say it. But what I don't understand is public school is free in 9th grade. It's free in 10th grade. It's free in 11th grade. It's free in 12th grade. So why the hell, when you come to UMass, does it cost you $11,700? When the politicians... So if we left taxes the same as they are now for 99 out of 100 people and had rich people go back to paying the taxes that they paid 50 years ago, just the same rate that they were paying 50 years ago, that would generate an additional $382 billion a year in revenue to provide free tuition for every student, free tuition and fees for every student in every public college and university in the country, plus free books for all of those people, would cost less than $100 billion a year, so we can afford it. We need free quality public higher education. We can't afford it. Tax the rich, provide it for free public education.